Hey guys, it's Paladin F, and I'm back to playing Star Wars, finally. So I believe this is where we left off last time, so we're just gonna resume this. Let's see what's in this backpack. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to the Corban Wastes. Fun. Oh, and I remember distinctively that this area, in some places, there was a lot of lag, and lines in the sky, so I don't know. But we'll just see how it goes. That's not weird.
Verbal, has your scan picked anything up?
Master, you have startled me. Interrupting me during this delicate operation may inadvertently lead to the corruption of my sensors. Currently, the price of Class 9 sensors for the GE3 model are available from Zerka at a rate far beyond your current revenue, so I would advise that you...
Alright, I get your point. So, what are the results of your scan? Is there anything that should warrant our interest in the Corban Wastes?
Unfortunately, my sensors have been unable to operate at an optimum efficiency for the duration of the scan. Feedback indicates that this interference has been caused by an electrical disturbance that originates from an unknown entity within the Corban Waste.
An unknown entity within the Corban Wastes? Any idea what it could be?
Classification of this entity cannot be determined. I have insufficient data to perform an analysis. The precise location of this entity lies 8.05 kilometers to the west of our present location.
8.05 kilometers, that's pretty far. Farther than I've ever been. Farther than anyone who's probably ever
I don't know why they're using the metric system in Star Wars.
Your enthusiasm is inspiring, but I'm sure between here and your Jedi there will be plenty of things that can kill you if you let them. Don't underestimate the wastes. It'd be a big mistake. Though I guess when you're a Jedi, the impossible becomes routine.
Oh no.
Kenchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun ni bajoni yolak wish dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
Alright, so what do we have to do now? No. Okay. So, what are we doing? Kind of confused on what to do right now. So, we killed him? Oh. Okay, so I think I just broke my computer. It's been dropped recently, so the screen is kind of, messed up. Yeah, it's all good now. Okay, what were we doing? I think I saw some things. Oh no. Computer broke again. God. Alright, I guess we're supposed to go here. guess so. Okay, this may be the area with the lag. I don't know. Yeah, it is. I was correct. I guess we just haven't seen it yet, but you'll know what I mean when it happens. Alright, so what's up here? What's this? That's random. Don't know why I'm not jumping anymore. Really? Jump. Thank you. This is like the end of the game. What is visible? Okay, I'm trying to figure out where we came from. Was it that way? I think it was. Let's look at the map.
What?
Did we go down there? Let's just look real quick. I think we did. So what was the point of coming here if there's only one entrance and one exit? Unless there's not. I was wrong. I have the health minimum is actually 1, so really nobody can die. I'm not sure if it's set for me as well though. I had to set it for that. Oh, I had a problem earlier. So mining tunnel. So I had to try to get to me because I couldn't go across the bridge to go and retrieve her. So I had to give her, you know, like, invulnerability. I guess this is where we're supposed to go. So I could get her. To finish off that sentence. Okay, this is the area. So, yeah. I'm just going to go through here and clear this area out. Then I will resume. Okay, guys, so, while I was exploring the extremely laggy area, I came across this ancient cave. So we're gonna see what's up here.
Now, this is something I didn't expect to find. Looks like a door of some kind.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Verbal, the entity you detected, are we close?
If the data gathered by my sensors is accurate, the precise location of this entity is within the vicinity of our present location.
Then I guess whatever it is lies beyond that door.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
They're pointing out the most obvious things.
This door is extremely ancient, although, if I'm not mistaken, there are signs of recent activity. Someone's definitely passed through here. Damn, locked tight. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Things were never going to be that easy. If anyone has any bright ideas, now might be the best time to share them.
Oops. That was probably something important. So let's see. Oh. There's probably a very easy way to do this. I should have known because I've played through this before. Yes, that was easy. The frame rate just dropped by like 14 frames. Oh. I like this music that they made for it. If they do. Okay, now I'm pretty sure what we have to do.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Master, don't be irrational. If I stay here, then I cannot acquire the data I need to perform an analysis of the entity.
Fine. Let me put it to you this way. Whoever or whatever is in this structure, they will probably want to harm you, to damage your superior workmanship. So by choosing to enter the structure, you are technically choosing also to harm yourself. Wouldn't that be against your programming?
Master, your logic is correct. It would be against my programming. I will stay here then, and await further instruction.
And don't talk to any strangers while I'm gone, regardless of how many upgrades they offer you.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure we take control of Verbal at some point. This is interesting. Really? Okay. And again. I'm so tired and it's It's only 11:59. I guess it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, of course. Ow.
And so at last, you have come.
Ni Bajoni Yola Wish.
You have risked much to come here, my former pupil. You have survived the trials on the residential level, you have traversed the Corban wastes, and you have discovered this ancient temple. This temple of shadow.
Jesus Christ, my
You
computer.
were always strong in both body and spirit. It is why I chose you as my Padawan learner. Even in the moment I first met you, I could recognize the potential soaring within what was then merely a child. A child I then chose to rescue from what would have been a fleeting life of insignificance on the streets of Slieheran. It was in your potential to become my protege, to become the greatest of Jedi, yet you became what stands before me, a shell.
Shachika Don Mulaka Watayumaka Wamahona.
They say fate often works in mysterious ways. I survived Terrace because I was meant to survive, because it was intended that I wake amongst the rubble born anew, a changed man.
... Raise eyebrow.
As you have become a slave to a master, equally are you a master to a slave. The Arcanian, what worth do you find in him? I merely see a man, ruled by passion, yet afraid to embrace it.
Better than a crazed Jedi. Better than a murdering Jedi.
Oh, it's about to go down now.
I once told someone that choice cannot exist without consequence. If my actions serve to condemn me as a murderer, then so be it. It was necessary.
Kin kun shopeshwa bahmuli Selima wanga kun bikin.
I could no longer risk his interference, so for now I have removed him. He was an unexpected, unpredictable factor in our reunion.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun tong nabun shanuyang.
Matilda, it is the name I gave you that would always serve to remind you of what you once were and what you have since become. Yet now you are before me. I see that what was once the child on Slieheran is now gone. In its stead is a creature that was spawned from the tragedy of the Mandalorian Wars.
Hachu apanki jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni minamambato.
If only you knew what I now know, would you so willingly have accepted those consequences?
Probably.
Do not act surprised. I know that Tilana's death made you question a great many things surrounding your role in the Mandalorian Wars. It is that part of you that manifested itself in the mining tunnels. It is the remnants of your forsaken identity.
Ni bajoni yola wish dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
This identity, it had a name, didn't it? Can you remember?
Jesus.
Do you even know? Yes, Shana May.
I didn't do that.
It is the name of the one I found on Slieheran. It is the name of the one I raised, the name of the one I trained. It is the name of the one who betrayed me, who was corrupted and then sacrificed to become a tool of war.
Ni bajoni yola wish dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
And I hold these answers. You know this. It is why you have come here. Come with me, for only together can we reclaim the identity that was sacrificed. I can give you back your purpose, your life.
Watawama muliri kin kun chopeshwa no bamule raji.
Unfortunate, yet it is the response I expected. I hold the answers to your questions, yet as before you react with aggression. This matters not. I am more than willing to cleanse your mind of this and all other weakness through the fires of combat.
Alright, let's do this.
Kipuna na bon.
You may fight using unfamiliar Sith techniques, but at its most basic of forms, your combat style is silly. Johnny, you cannot defeat me. You are stronger than I anticipated, but not strong enough. You will fall. It is inevitable.
Oh, really?
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya.
The end. This is merely the beginning.
Selima wanga kumbikin.
The beginning of... Like you, I too am guilty of sacrifice. I am no longer the Jedi Master I once was. I will be born anew as a greater being, a being of power. Changed you forever.
That was the
You
loudest thing I've
nothing
ever
to
heard
me
in my
now.
life.
Ni bajoni yo love
Jesus.
wish. Dopayuma pasen laptinon.
There was once power here, ancient and timeless. It was born from the betrayals of old. That power was contained within an artifact. An artifact which was stolen from its resting place, and then in consequence of your master's actions destroyed. Yet the power contained within survived and was scattered. This place, it is more than a mere temple. It harbors a focal point for the power, a point in which its scattered remnants can be concentrated and then fused together. The process of reunification is complicated and time-consuming, yet as you can see, it has now reached a point where the power was able to once again take form and help me in my time of need. Do not perceive these beings as individuals, as any concept of identity was lost to them a millennia ago. They have no will, no ambition, and no emotion. They each serve merely as slaves to the dominant will.
Ni bajoni yo love wish.
The ancient, timeless power. It was itself personified in the form of a single being. It is said he was once a leader, and that all who followed him as he wrought the ancient betrayals which condemned him shared his fate. But now, thanks to you and your master, both will be reborn. Akira Khan's sin and the Brotherhood of Shadow will rise again.
That was a little late.
Kin kun chopeshwa bahmulir Selima wanga kun bikin.
You are still within the Temple of Shadow, an ancient structure from an age ago that was built to house what remained of the Brotherhood of Shadow. This is the temple's main chamber, where the focal point for the Brotherhood of Shadow's scattered power is situated.
Kipuna, bona na kichu.
I have restrained you using the Force. I assure you, Shaname, it will be for your own good.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpat.
Calm yourself, Shaname. They are safe, they are secure.
Kipuna, bona na kichu.
Search your feelings, Shaname, and you will realize that I have no reason to deceive you. I speak only truth. And truth, it seems, may be the only thing left of significance in what was once a promising life. You could have become so much.
Yet so little.
Yet you became so little.
Oh, God.
You have no individuality, you have no identity, and any indication you have of free will is an illusion.
I had no idea.
Tell
That's
me,
what he was actually going
in
to
your
say.
own words, what is your purpose?
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga.
Was it your own choice to become this tool of war? Was it your own choice to follow Revan to the Mandalorian Wars and beyond? To forsake and sacrifice everything of significance in your life, including your very identity?
Yes.
Kakin cha na guat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tongki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest.
But was it fate? Was it your own choice? No, you did not choose. You were chosen. It was all a manipulation which thrust you towards war, a manipulation which provoked your betrayal, and a manipulation that compelled you to sacrifice everything for a cause that wasn't even your own. And always behind those manipulations was Revan.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish.
Tell me, are you familiar with force bonding? It was not a concept we had covered in great depth, as I preferred to keep my tutelage focused on the arts of combat.
Tutelage.
Tanga bok sha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Shuni yun ni jiji aldwana. Kava volpa muli kumana.
Yes, that is what has been accepted within the Jedi Order as the links in which Force sensitives can communicate with one another through
I've
the
always
Force.
wondered if they're speaking
Feelings
Chinese
and
when they
imagery,
talk.
nothing more. But what if I told you that the communication of feelings and imagery is but the beginning of what can be achieved using Force bonding? What if I told you that through Force bonding, an individual can inspire a mindless devotion within the mind of another? And what if I told you that all of this can be achieved passively, without the subject even realizing they are being manipulated?
Crazy.
Did you never wonder why so many Jedi chose to follow Revan into darkness? Revan used what was possible with Force bonding as a means to inspire loyalty in those Jedi. A loyalty towards battle, a loyalty towards the dark side.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Some of the Jedi needed to be significantly manipulated, whilst others needed just a gentle push. It did not matter to Revan. The art of manipulation had already been mastered over the course of the Mandalorian Wars.
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tanga boksha nagnong.
Understand that to use Force bonding to manipulate others is no easy task, even for one as powerful as Revan. To master, it requires a great commitment of time, patience, and a willing subject.
Selima wanga kun bikin.
Yes, you were the first, and arguably the greatest of Revan's manipulations. Over the course of the Mandalorian Wars, the Force bond Revan created between you allowed him to determine the links in which this form of bonding could be used as a tool of manipulation. Whatever its limitations, whatever its strengths, whatever its weaknesses, you suffered from all. And ultimately, it was this bond that transformed you from what was once my Padawan into a being so fanatically obsessed with adhering to Revan's will that everything else, even your very identity, was seen as insignificant and thus subconsciously discarded.
When will he ever stop talking?
The force bond that Revan created between you, it became itself so central to your life that you became completely dependent on its continued existence to retain stability. And when Revan was incapacitated and the bond was suddenly broken, the shock of its loss was a horror beyond your ability to withstand. You could not grasp the concept of existing again as an individual, and so you lost consciousness. In truth, it should have killed you.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, hakugri katgota parabola.
You were a test subject, and those were merely some of its consequences. Revan used what had been learned from your manipulation to help shape what became the Sith Empire.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana, kin kun shishikin, nikin kun ban mulara jikun, wama kun bes, ching pala mule, tune rana nuprata, donko searcha domatama?
Betrayal is the way of the Sith. In you, Revan had found a servant who would always be loyal.
Shachika don mulaka, watayumaka, wamahona nek, ashantington unumani patoka, wanakuna best chinga pala multonki.
Yes, and it was that manipulation which, during the finality of the Mandalorian Wars, pushed you over the edge and past the point of no return.
Shachika don mulaka, watayumaka, wamahona nek, ashantington unumani patoka, wanakuna best chinga pala multonki.
Do you remember, Shauna May? The field of battle, the screams, the explosions, the death. Do you remember the Battle of Malachor 5?
No. Finally. God. I was reading like a newspaper article while he was talking.
Tanga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, chuni yun ni jiji al bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mule ra, kak hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun, watuyama kama wuna henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami nonok, kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tongki pa, bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bum, kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny ku, Yumawama Nibo Lord.
Okay. So I believe this is where I'm going to and upload this video. Ooh. That's something, isn't it?
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata.
Okay, hold on. Let's just do this real quick.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny ku.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power.
Oops. Oops, I mean. So.
Tangabun shan nang.
guess this is gonna have to wait till next time.